What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? We took a 7 year hiatus. We haven't been here in like a decade, but yeah, we're back and better than ever. Just living life, you know. Yeah. How you doing, Aidan?
I'm doing good, Andrew. How are you doing?
I'm doing about as good as uh, about as good as the Lakers are doing right now. Sorry, that was a good one. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm ready for freaking Thanksgiving break, dude. Haven't had a home cooked meal in like freaking 8 years, but I'm ready for that in like 2 seconds. Cause let me tell you, the dining hall food here, it's good the first couple of weeks, and then after that, just falls off. And you want
Yeah,
some Kraft macaroni and cheese if you get my drift. How about?
I better be prepared for the college life next
Oh
year.
yeah, baby, it's gonna come at ya in a second.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of NBA games going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any any like things that jumped out to you over the past? What was it like 2 3 weeks?
Well,
Like teams, players,
yeah,
anything?
well, like headlines, like players doing well, or like that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. Just
Okay,
honestly,
well,
whatever you want.
hmm. The Jazz are
Scorching.
doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They're second in the West right now.
Uh huh.
The Blazers are first in the West. I never would have thought the Blazers and the Jazz would have been the top two seeds.
Maybe in 2K, but I don't know.
And anyway, and the teams that are actually supposed to be good, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Nets in the East, they're pretty much tanking for Victor.
No, yeah. And the Lakers, they don't even have a pick. That one's going
Yeah,
to
it's,
the
so
so
if the
RIP,
Lakers have the
dude.
worst pick, it'll just go to the Pelicans, and they can just snab
Crazy, dude. I know. Or if they don't want Victor, they can trade that away for whoever
Mhm.
else.
for whoever they want.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Pelicans and the Thunder really scare me. You know, I don't know. It's trippy out there in the West. Um, I think the Kings kind of surprised me too. The Kings are actually freaking on
Yeah.
fire, dude.
The
King,
Kings are the best team in California.
King, are they? Oh my! Of
Yeah, they're
course.
better than the
God,
Clippers.
I don't know, cause 9-6, 10-7, same record basically. So
I don't know, but one's on a winning streak while the Clippers are just on and off.
we got a 2 game win streak, 7-3 out of our last 10. So I don't want to
And
hear
the Kings are on a nine
it.
and two win streak. So
Yeah, Kings got lucky. Kings. Well,
Kings and Clippers. It's like
last
a
time Kings played the Clippers, we freaking destroyed them. So I don't want to hear it. Yeah.
okay.
You
Do you
want
want
to?
to talk about games
Yeah,
or
let's do the games right now. You want me to go?
here you want me to just go or
You can go. I'll go
all right.
second.
Well, I'll start with the West teams that played in the West. First game, your Clippers against the Spurs. The Clippers win 113-106. Good game. Clippers go to 7-5. Spurs 5-7.
Woo!
November 4th. Next game, the Grizzlies dismantle the Hornets 130-99. Yeah, that's a good game. The Warriors disappointment. The
Mm,
Warriors they lose 105-114 against the Pelicans,
Pellet. Oh,
and they're not even.
I don't know. That's yeah. That is a little disappointing.
And the Mavs, the Mavs are pretty much like nothing outside of Luca. And
Who would have
anyway,
thought?
yeah, the Mavs beat the Raptors 111-110. Pretty good game, pretty close. And the Bucks at the time, November 4th, 10-1. They beat the Timberwolves 115-102. And honestly, Timberwolves are also a big disappointment. They added Rudy Gobert to strengthen their interior defense, but all he's really doing is just cramping the paint so Anthony Edwards can barely dunk the ball.
Yeah, very big disappointment. Rudy Gobert sucks, but anyways.
True. And he's on my fantasy basketball team.
Why you have him, bro? Come on.
I don't know,
I'll
man.
take him.
Rebound. You're funny. Anyway, the Blazers against the Suns. This was an amazing game. The Blazers beat the Suns 108-106. Woo.
It's a good win.
And the next game. Oof. The
That's
Jazz beat the Lakers 130-116.
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I
Pretty
like
close
to hear.
game. Pretty close game. Anyway,
Yeah, close but no cigar. It's okay.
moving on. November 5th, the Kings beat the Orlando Magic 126-123. Heard that game was a nail biter. Heard it was a buzzer beater from De'Aaron Fox, probably. Let's see. The Pelicans, they beat the Hawks. Oh, my bad. The Hawks, they beat the Pelicans 124-121. The Hawks, they've been doing pretty good. Let me think. Collins, he's been pretty mid on the team. I don't really see him as a star. He's just a glorified role player. But,
Dude, but it's crazy to me because John Collins was supposed to be so much better in like 2018.
I know. He hasn't got better.
No. I mean, he puts up a solid like double like every game, but like, dude, what happened? He was supposed to be like an all-star. It's crazy. Crazy.
Anyway, the Thunder, the valiant efforts, they lose to the Bucks 108-94. Not particularly a close game.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockets, they lose to the Timberwolves 129-117. The battle of mid versus the battle of trash. So, not really too exciting of a game there. The Nuggets completely dismantled the Spurs 126-101. The Spurs, they're a decent team, but recently the Clippers and the Lakers destroyed them. So, but the Spurs have plenty of young talent, so that's something to look forward to if you're a Spurs fan. There are a lot of Spurs fans. Are there any Spurs fans?
Outside of my brother, probably not, because all the bandwagons left to be Clippers fans, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This last game, November 5th, pretty disappointing. The Suns beat the Blazers 102-82. Yeah, nothing really too special about that. The Suns, they're gonna get made to like the second or third round, but like I don't think they're finals contenders.
Definitely, I would agree with that.
Yeah, but that was a good win. Let's check. November 6th. There's a lot of games, a lot of days. So the Cavs, they beat the Lakers 114-100.
Cry. Go ahead and cry, because
don't worry.
That's all you can do.
It's just a bad start.
What the heck?
It's just a bad start.
Terrible.
The Grizzlies, they beat the Wizards 103-97. And, this next West game, November 6th, the last one. The Jazz beat the Clippers 110-102. What happened?
Lucky win. We don't have Kawhi. That's the thing. You gotta have Kawhi
You
to
still
win.
should beat the Jazz.
We don't have Kawhi, bro. Come on.
Doesn't matter. It's the Jazz.
Hey,
you lost to Dirk Nowitzki. Lauri Markkanen.
I don't know, dude. It's literally so hard to win with your number one option out. Plus, who won in the playoffs all those years ago? Jazz Clippers. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave you with that.
I think the Jazz have a better playoff record than the Clippers.
Huh?
Like
all time.
I think in terms of win percentage, I think the Jazz have
what?
No, maybe the last 10 years.
Doesn't matter at all.
The last 5, whatever. They're both pretty good teams.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect the Jazz to be a good team, but
no.
Dirk Nowitzki, Lauri Markkanen is a
God, this guy, bro. Oh my gosh.
What do you think about Lauri Markkanen, real quick?
A few years ago I expected him to be a pretty good player. he kind of dipped off, and kind of not a lot of people really know about him. And then
Mhm.
this year he really starts playing. I don't know where this came from, but only explanation: voodoo magic. Dirk Nowitzki. Sorry, God, you're making me say that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not Dirk. Yeah. I don't know. He's playing well. I don't know if it's sustainable. Same with my boy Bojan, but still, impressive start
You
for
know,
Laurie.
in the beginning, it kind of sounded like LeBron there, like LeBron lying me. He's like, I knew that Laurie Markkinen was going to be good.
I mean, he was good in college, Arizona. He played well there. It kind of made
Yeah.
sense. I don't know. We don't really see like a lot of good shooting power forwards these days. It's more like
Yeah.
the guards and stuff. So yeah, Laurie Markkinen. He could. I honestly think one of those Jazz players could make the playoff, not the playoffs, the All Star team. One of
Yeah,
those
true.
could be Sexton, could be Laurie, could be Conley, could be anyone. They got players.
Mhm. Moving on, November 7th. The Rockets, November 7th at the time, 2-12. They beat the Magic 134 to 127. Again, not a particularly good game, but they both have young talent, so there's that. The Thunder, they lose to the 3-12 Pistons, 103 to 112.
Trash.
I'm gonna be honest. In my early
For Shea.
predictions, I thought the Pistons were gonna be good, but I was dead wrong.
Yeah, I did
Um,
too. I thought they were gonna be better.
they're just disappointing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Next game, the Pelicans. They lose against the Pacers, 122-129.
Wah
Honestly,
wah.
Pacers are a pretty decent team.
Oh, dude, for sure. That's another surprise right there. Kings and the Pacers, dude. Pacers are playing well.
Yeah, they're sleepers. Like
Oh, for
Tyrese
sure.
Halliburton,
I
Benedict
like.
Mathurin,
Uh huh. They got a good squad.
Marte. Yeah. Ooh, I like this next game. The Sixers beat the Suns 100 to 88. What happened? How'd you lose to the 7-7 Sixers?
Yeah, that was a big win. Suns
Yeah,
suck.
respectfully. Um, let's see. The Trailblazers, they beat the Heat 110 to 107. Good tight game. Uh, the Grizzlies, they lose against the Celtics 109 to 106. Nothing you can do about that. The Celtics are the best team like in the NBA right now in terms of record. So,
My finals prediction to come out of the East right there. So
yeah,
looking pretty good.
I know. I just see the Bucks just etching it out
The
because they're more of like
Bucks.
they've been to the playoffs a little. Well, I wasn't
Hey,
going to say like a little bit longer, but it's still like it'd be a tight Eastern Conference final.
experience means nothing. Let me tell you that, because
They both have experience.
yeah, they do. Celtics are still winning. I don't want to hear it. Just it's something about Boston sports, man. I'm telling you, just magic in the air every time.
LeBron and
Oh,
Draymond said when they played there, like the Celtics fans were yelling racial slurs,
yeah,
which I will not say.
Celtics players were Celtics fans, cause
No, Celtics fans.
oh yeah, yeah, no comment. But
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. The Knicks, the 500 Knicks, they beat the Timberwolves 120 to 107. Not much you can say. I mean, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, like the key players on that Knicks team. Pretty good. Next game, the Nuggets, they beat the Spurs 115-109. Jokic doing his thing. The Mavericks, they beat the disappointing Nets 96-94. Man, the Nets have just been disappointing, like
what's the
in
Nets
general.
record? Nets are oh yeah, that is a little disappointing.
Like at the I mean, Kyrie is expected to come back.
He's coming
Like,
back, I think, against what is it, the Grizzlies?
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Hmm.
All right. The Kings. Oh, they nearly beat the Warriors, but fail. The Warriors win 116 to 113. They did not light the beam that day. So yeah, the Warriors improved to 6-8. Good for them. The Lakers. Oh boy. The Lakers lose to the Jazz again, 139-116, November 7th. That's really unfortunate. Jazz are a good team. Next
can't
game.
can't spell L. Wait, fuck! I messed that up. Can't spell Lakers without the. You know what? That's right.
Can't spell Clippers without the
Shut
L, but
up. That doesn't
not November
count.
7th.
That's not as
They
good. That's
beat
not as
they
good.
beat the Cavs 119 to 117.
Oh yeah! I knew you were gonna
Lucky win.
get to this
Good
one.
win. Lucky win.
Lucky
Lucky
win.
win.
What did I send you? And you completely ghosted me. Hold on. I gotta pull this up.
Oh,
I
no.
said Clippers went on a 17 to 1 run to beat the Cavs in the fourth quarter. All this without Kawhi Leonard. Actually, they might have been missing more players. Let's look this up. Clippers, Cavs. Yeah, Clippers, dude. Legit AF, dude. Clippers played extremely well down the stretch. Paul George, 26 points. Morris, 20 points. Ooh! Dude, everyone here freaking contributed. I love it, dude. Everyone played well. We didn't have Kawhi. If we had Kawhi, we win by 30, okay? But we played well. And great win. You got to admit it, you know? Hats off.
Yeah. All right, moving on. November 9th now. We're almost there. Not really. The Mavericks, they lose against the Magic 94-87. Next game, the Trailblazers win against the Hornets 105-95. The Nuggets, they win against the Pacers barely 122 to 119. Let's see now. The Jazz, they beat the Hawks 125-119. They were on a roll. And then the Rockets, unsurprisingly, lose against the Raptors 116 to 109. Another battle of mediocrity. The Suns beat the Timberwolves 129-117. Next game, the Pelicans win 111. Grizzlies in overtime, they beat the Spurs 124 to 122.
That's sad.
And that, I know, right? And then the next game, the Bucks barely beat the Thunder 136-132 in overtime.
That was a good game. Thunder are one of
Yeah.
those teams.
Speaking of good games, the Lakers versus the Clippers. Anyway, the Clippers win 114-101.
What else
You
is
know,
new? We own you clowns every single year, dude. What like
I
how
don't
many
want to hear it.
It's the same thing with the Patriots and the Jets, dude. Every single year, bro. Same
I don't.
story, okay? Same story, same result. We win every
Dude,
time.
Zach Wilson sucks, respectfully, but
Dude,
the offense only scored like 3 points against the Patriots.
I was watching this guy throw, dude. So many overthrown passes. How is this guy in the NFL? Terrible. Him and who is the Raiders quarterback? Jamarcus Russell. Him and Jamarcus Russell,
Jamarcus Russell.
same like stat line. So yeah, total bust. Anyways,
Yeah,
though, Clippers. You had LeBron. You had Westbrook. You had AD. AD's playing nice. I'm not gonna lie. Can't
he's
hate.
playing so
He's
good.
playing well. Everyone else though, fucking garbage. Yeah. Terrible, dude. We don't even have Kawhi and we still beat you. Sit down. Kneel to
All right,
us.
moving
We
on.
own you.
Last game,
Cry me a
November 9th.
river.
Sorry to interrupt your Clippers or Lakers slander,
I
but
could go on for hours.
that is what scares me. Last game, the Kings beat the Cavaliers 127-120. They light the beam. And honestly, I'm confused on that. Is there going to be like
Oh yeah.
30 beams or like 40 beams? How many beams do you think the Kings will have?
I think it's just one for everyone. But beams in particular of wins, I think it'll be the Kings. Let's see how they're doing right now. Kings are gonna freaking win. I'll give it. I think like 35 beams,
Okay.
35 beams. Yeah, they could make the plan, which is a
Uh,
great season for them. How about you? How many beams do you see them?
I'm gonna say 40.
Ooh, high hopes for them. I don't
I
know,
hope.
because the West is so tight. Who knows? I mean, if it
Yeah.
continues, could for sure happen. Yeah.
All right. We're basically gonna go on a speed round for like most of these days, these remaining 10 days. If that's cool with you, I'm just gonna read them off
Bet.
one by one. All right. Thursday, November 10th, the Mavs lose to the Wizards 113 to 105. And the last West game of that day, the Pelicans lose to the Trailblazers 106-95. Unfortunate, both good teams. Friday, November 11th, a lot of games that day. The Celtics dismantle the Nuggets 131-112. And here's a great game. The Magic beat the Suns 114-97.
Best team
Yikes.
in the NBA, Orlando Magic. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Oh, for real?
Great,
Nah.
great W. They're getting nice during that night for sure, dude. That was a good win. It was in Orlando, right?
Yeah, I was at
Yeah,
Orlando.
good win. I bet the fans there stormed the courts for sure. Freaking W right there.
Oh yeah, probably. The Thunder, they beat the Raptors 132 to 113. The Raptors have been mid this season. Well, so far this season.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
Spurs, they beat the Bucks 111 to 93.
Wow.
Thanks. What happened?
Wait,
How'd
who'd
you
they
lose?
beat?
The Spurs beat the Bucks
Oh, damn.
111-93.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. The Grizzlies, they beat the Timberwolves 114 to 103. It's just unfortunate. The
Yeah.
Warriors, they barely beat the Cavs 106 to 101. In the Kings beat the Lakers 120 to 114.
Wow. Can't even beat the Kings.
And that
Terrible
ends
basketball team, dude.
that
Go
ends
play
November
Quidditch.
11th. Oh, this is fun. Oh, speaking of
Woo!
that, November 12th, the Nets dismantle the Clippers 110 to 95.
Bro. We don't even
Bro,
have Kawhi,
oh
okay?
my God, I don't want to hear
We
it.
don't, bro. We don't. Okay, we have him
What is he,
now.
day to day? He like plays one game and then the next game he just sits?
No, he's
What
playing
happened?
tonight, dude. He's playing tonight. He got the new update. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Like, dude, it's hard to win without your best player, and I'm pretty sure Paul George is freaking tired from carrying our asses every day. But other
You
than
have like
that,
a great
Clippers are playing
team.
well.
Okay. The Jazz lose against the Wizards 121 to 112. As you say, it could happen to anyone losing against subpar teams. But at the time the Wizards are 8-6. So
Huh.
uh, the Pacers, the Pacers beats. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, Pacers is East, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
You're good.
that's your job. A lot of East games November 12th.
Yep.
Uh, the Mavericks, they beat the Trailblazers 117 to 112 on the backs of Luka Doncic, the MVP. Well, I don't think I predicted that at the beginning of this, but Giannis and Luka are like the front runners for me, I think, to an MVP.
You got a prediction for that?
Uh, it's like one of those two will win MVP.
Who's gonna
I don't
win?
think Jokic is going to win a third in a row.
Give me a name. Give me a name.
Name. I'll still say Giannis.
Giannis will win MVP. Okay.
I'm going to go Giannis.
MVP. I'm gonna say Luca.
Okay. Final game of November 12th. The Pelicans beat the Rockets 119 to 106. Again, nothing you can do about that. Okay, November 13th. All right. Or a week from November 20th. First game. The Thunder beat the Knicks 145 to 135. High scoring game.
That's a low
For
scoring
sure.
game. What are you talking about?
The Wizards, they beat the Grizzlies 102-92. Again, that happens. The Timberwolves beat the Cavaliers 129-124. A much-deserved win for the Timberwolves. The Sixers, they beat the Jazz 105-98. The Nuggets beat the Bulls 126-103. Dude, Zach LaVine's just been performing like not a max level player. It's like
Yeah.
that's how I feel, bro.
Let's see. I saw that. I didn't really believe it, but we're gonna figure it out right now. Zach LaVine since when? November 4th. 19. Nah. Let's say you want to say November 11th. I think that's fair. Yeah, I would agree. Kind of mid, but yeah.
Yeah.
Continue on.
All right. The Warriors, they lose against the Kings 122-115. What happened?
Dude, Kings, bro. Kings are stepping it up.
Bro, what is up with the Warriors? I know they lost some key role players, but like you need more than Steph. I know that Clay recently in his last game put up 41 points on 10 3-pointers, but
Yeah. I
you just need
mean,
Clay to be consistent.
I think that's how you know the world is ending if the Sacramento Kings are actually playing well. Like that doesn't happen by accident for sure.
Last game, November 13th, the Lakers beat the Nets 116-103. And hang on, I need to remind you of something. Didn't the Clippers lose against the Nets at one point?
Yeah, Nets are good. Sorry, what can I say?
Yeah, Lakers are just better.
Into
God,
both.
November 14th. One second. Having some technical difficulties. Monday, November 14th. It's a good day. It's a good day for sports because it's literally mostly all East games. The Suns lose against the Heat 113-112 in a close game. Like to see it. The Celtics beat the Thunder 126-122. Mm-hmm. And the Clippers beat the Rockets 122-106. That's expected. That's expected. Okay, that's expected. And then the Warriors dismantle the Spurs 132-95. And that's what we like to see from the Warriors. The reigning champions. I swear, no reigning champion has been this bad. Maybe except like the Lakers.
Yep.
The Pelicans beat November 15th. The Pelicans beat the Grizzlies 113-102. The Mavericks beat the Clippers 103-101.
Luck.
The Knicks beat the Jazz 118-111. The Trailblazers beat the Spurs 117-110. And oh my gosh, the last game, November 15th, the Kings destroy the Nets 153-121.
That was a TNT game, by the way. So that everyone watched that game. That's embarrassing, dude. Were the Nets home?
No, the Kings were home.
The King? Wow. So a TNT
It says
game.
at the Kings.
Jeez,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that's a statement win and a half right there. That's awesome. That's a great win for them.
All right, moving on to November 16th. The Timberwolves beat the Magic 126-108. The Thunder, they beat the Wizards 121-120 in a close game. Let's see. The Bulls, they lose against the Pelicans 124-110. The Bulls been kind of disappointing, but that'll be the case when other stars underperform and Lonzo Ball's injured. So, former Lakers player, love to see it. The Bucks, oh no, that's the East game. The Rockets, they beat the Mavs 101-92. Pretty good game. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, firing on all cylinders.
KPJ.
The Suns beat the Warriors 130-119. And the Knicks beat the Nuggets 106-103.
Wait, the Knicks beat the Suns?
Yep. The Knicks beat the Suns 106. Oh no, sorry.
Woo!
The Knicks beat the Nuggets 106 to
Oh.
103.
Got me
The
hyped
Suns beat
up.
the Suns beat the Warriors 130 to 119.
Darn.
Darn. Not a good day. November 17th. Only 3 games. The Knicks beat the Spurs 130 to 112 in their impressive win streak. The Nets beat the Trailblazers 109 to 107. And the Clippers barely beat the Pistons 96 to 91.
Hey, I've learned from almost 19 years on this planet. A win is
Hey,
a
win's a
win.
win, man.
Okay?
A win's a win, man.
I mean, you look at it. So, yeah, a win's a
We
win.
didn't have Kawhi that game.
We did have Kawhi.
Oh, you did have Kawhi.
Yes. I think the Pistons were without like Cade Cunningham. They were missing a lot of guys, and we couldn't beat them by a lot. But guess what? A win's a win. I don't want to hear it.
All right. And going on to November 18th. Let's see. A lot of East games again. The Rockets barely lose against the Pacers 99 to 91. The Grizzlies beat the Thunder 121 to 110. The Mavericks beat the Nuggets 127 to 99 as Luka carries the team. No surprises there. The Pelicans lose against the Celtics 117 to 109. Ooh, this next game is great. The Jazz beat the Suns 134 to 113 on a Laura Markkanen buzzer beater.
Bang! Dude, that's awesome.
Bang.
Good win right there. I feel like everyone is just wanting the Suns to lose. It's awesome. Great time to be a sports fan. Let me tell you about that.
Great time
Arizona teams. Mm-hmm.
The Warriors beat the Knicks 111 to 101. And speaking of a great day to be a sports fan, the final game, November 18th, the Lakers beat the Pistons 128 to 121.
Lucky. They got lucky.
Yeah, sure. Saturday, November 19th. Let's see. The Timberwolves beat the 76ers 112 to 109. The Jazz beat the Trailblazers 118 to 113. And I believe the Clippers beat the Spurs.
We keep winning. We keep taking these W's and eating them, baby. Oh, yeah, it's a Thanksgiving feast. Woo! It's awesome, dude. Keep piling on those dubs.
Going on to yesterday, November 20th, the Suns beat the Knicks 116 to 95. All right. The Kings beat the Pistons 137 to 129. Another win.
Mm-hmm.
And the Warriors, they're almost at 500, 8-9. They beat the Rockets 127 to 120. The Grizzlies lost against the Nets 115 to 127. The Nuggets barely beat the Mavericks 98 to 27. And the Lakers, the final game yesterday, the Lakers won against the Spurs 123 to 92. You love to see it. 31-point dub.
Yeah, they got lucky.
Oh, okay.
Very lucky.
And yeah, that'll be it for the West.
All right. You want to do the standings?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
The standings for the West. The Jazz are first in the West. The Suns are second. The Trailblazers are third. The Nuggets are fourth. The Kings are 5. The Grizzlies are... Oh, here, my bad. Let me say the records. The Jazz are 12-6. They're the first seed. The Suns are 10-6, the second seed. The third seed are the Blazers, 10-6. The fourth seed are the Nuggets, also 10-6. So a three-way tie between the Suns, Trailblazers, and Nuggets. The fifth seed are the Kings, who are 9-6. They're doing pretty good. And the Grizzlies are the sixth seed, 10-7, and the Clippers are also 10-7 with the seventh seed. So they're tied with the Grizzlies. Two pretty good teams. The Grizzlies are slightly a little bit better.
Okay. All right.
No disrespect. With Kawhi out, I'll say that. With Kawhi out, the
With
Grizzlies are
Kawhi
a better
out,
team.
Grizzlies are better. With Kawhi in, though, best team in the NBA.
Yeah, like with Kawhi a little bit coming back to his former self.
And we're
Yeah.
getting we're getting Miles Turner, so I don't want to hear it.
Says who? You Clippers always steal our guys, man.
Cry me a
You always
river.
steal the Lakers' potential
Dude,
players.
you have AD at center. Why do you need Miles Turner? You
I
don't.
don't want to hear it. No, you put AD at the power forward. Then you
Oh,
put
come on. Dude,
no. I don't want to hear it. You guys always steal our
AD
players.
is a bona fide center. Let's be real.
All right, now moving on with the standings. The 8th seed are the Pelicans 9-7. The 9th seed are the Mavericks 9-7, so a tie 9-7. The 10th seed are the Timberwolves 8-8, pretty disappointing. Speaking of
Terrible.
disappointing, the Warriors 11th seed 8-9 throughout
Also
these 17
terrible.
games. The 12th seed are the Thunder 7-9. The 13th seed is the Lakers 5-10, so we're not
Terrible.
last.
Terrible
Yeah,
NBA franchise.
shut up. Respectfully. The Spurs are the 14th seed, 6-12, and the 15th seed are the Rockets, 3-14.
Hmm.
So that'll do it for the West games and standings.
Good stuff. I'm gonna jump right into my thing because this thing is gonna take 47 minutes to be exact.
Hmm.
Just kidding. Let's do it. Eastern Conference scores from November 4th. Magic, they stun the Warriors in Orlando. They win big, 130 to 129. Jalen Suggs had 26. Stephen Curry, 39 points. He's still balling at an old age. Cavs, they blow out the Pistons in Detroit, 112 to 88. Jarrett Allen, 23 and 7. He played well. Pacers edge out the Heat, 109, 101 to 1. Hold on. Pacers, they edge out the Heat, 101-99 at home. Buddy Hield had 25. Ben Mathurin, 23. Tyrese Halliburton, 22. Tyler Hero drops 29, 5-5. Tyler Hero's been playing well. Doesn't matter. Pacers better. Knicks, they knock out the Sixers in the Garden, 106-104. Tyrese Maxey, 31-7. Tobias Harris, 23-9. Jalen Brunson and Barrett both combined for 45. The Nets, they win without Kyrie, 128 to 86 in DC. KD has 28, 9, and 11, and one ankle breaker. Bradley Beal has 20 points, but the Nets win big. The Celtics, they get revenge against the Bulls in Boston, winning 123 to 119. Jason Tatum, 36 and 12. He hits clutch free throws. DeMar DeRozan, 46, 3 and 5. Vucevic has 24 and 12 respectively, but the Celtics, they get it done. The Kings, they knock down the Magic after a clutch half-court buzzer beater by who else but De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, 37, 5 and 3. He's balling out. Saboner, 25 and 11. Paolo Banchero, 33 and 16. Franz Wagner, 31. Bull has 23, but guess what? The Kings are the Kings right now. The Nets,
King.
yeah, for real. The Nets, they beat the Hornets in Charlotte, 98 to 94. He scores 27. Nets get it done. Pels go to Atlanta for some wings, but they lose by 3 to the Hawks, 121 to 114. Clint Capella, has 21 and 19. CJ McCollum, 29 and 10. Clint Capella balled out. Future Clipper, he played well. Celtics, they blow out the Knicks at MSG, 133 to 118. Jaylen Brown had 30 points. Randall, 29 and 9. But guess what? Celtics win.
Oof.
The Bucks, they defend their house and they beat the Thunder, 108 to 94. Brook Lopez, 25 points. Raptors, they beat the Bulls in Toronto, 103 to 104. Wait, hold on. 113 to 104. Can't speak right now. Fred VanVleet, 30 points and 11 assists. Nikola Vucevic had 18 and 12. He played well. Wizards, they beat the Hornets in Charlotte, 108 to 100. PJ Washington, 25. Goodwin had 17, but the Hornets, they had a good L. Anyways, sorry, I'll be here all night. Rockets, they take down the Magic in the Magic City once again to get some wings, 134 to 127. Jalen Green was green, baby. 34 points. He played well. Franz Wagner, I keep saying his name, 23 and 7. He's on it. Pistons, they beat the Thunder at home. Pistons beat the Thunder at home 112 to 103. SGA 33 and 7. IB had 15 points in a double-double. So Pistons beat the Thunder. Pacers beat the struggling Pelicans in Indiana, right where I'm at, 129 to 122. Miles Turner, future Clipper, 37 and 12. 4 blocks as well. Zion Williamson, you guessed it, future Clipper, 26, 7 and 7. He also played well, but guess what? Pacers win. Sixers, they destroyed the Suns in Philadelphia, 100 to 88. Embiid, 33 and 10. Devin Booker, 28 and 7. But guess what? Suns suck. Sixers are better.
Future Lakers.
Okay, all right. In your dreams, buddy. Hawks, they blow out the Bucks in Atlanta, 117 to 98. Giannis had 25 and 7. DeJounte Murray, nearly a triple-double, 25, 8 and 11. He played well. Blazers, they narrowly beat the Heat in Miami, 110 to 107. Jeremy Grant, 23 and 6. He played well. Kyle Lowry, 15, 7 and 8. He also played well. Almost Josh Giddey style triple-double right there. The Bulls, they blow out the Raptors in Chicago, 111 to 97. Zach LaVine, 30 points. Fred VanVleet, 27 points. Similar stat lines there. The Mavs, they get taken out in Orlando by the Magic, 87 to 94. Luka had 24. Franz Wagner, 22 and 6. He's playing well. The Blazers, they beat the Hornets in Charlotte, 105 to 95. Damian Lillard, 26, 6 and 7. Mason Plumlee, the GOAT, 16 and 12. Blazers win, however. The Nuggets, they narrowly escape Indiana. They beat the Pacers, 122 to 119. Aaron Gordon, 18, 16 and 6. Tyrese Halliburton, this man is balling out, no question. 21, 12 and 3 steals. He played well.
Future Lakers.
Okay, in 2K maybe. Jazz, they squeak by the
You're not
Hawks.
getting Miles Turner.
Okay, moving on. The Jazz, they squeak by the Hawks in Atlanta, 125 to 119. Lauri Markkanen, 32 and 8. DeJounte Murray, 26 and 6, but the Jazz win. C's, they beat the Pistons in Boston, 128 to 112. Jaylen Brown, 30 points and 7 rebounds. Jaden Ivey, 19, 10 and 6. He's playing well. Nets, they blow out the Knicks in the battle for New York, just like Clippers, Lakers. The Nets are going to win, just like the Clippers are going to beat the Lakers. Anyways, they win 112 to 85. Julius Randle, 24 and 11. KD, 29, 12, 12. In the Garden, triple-double style. He played well, and he balled out. And the Nets, what else is new? They beat the Knicks. Like, come on.
Yeah. What else is new?
The Rockets, they lose in Toronto, 116 to 109. Fred VanVleet, 32 and 4 steals. Jalen Green, 21, 6 and 6. Rockets suck. Pelicans, they beat the Bulls in Chicago. Good win, good road win right there. 115 to 111. Jonas Valanciunas, 21 and 13. DeMar DeRozan had 33. Mavs, they lose to the Wizards in D.C., 113 to 105. Spencer Dinwiddie, 33 points, 6 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma, or should I say Michael Jordan, he balled out, 36, 11, and 6. This man is a walking double-double. Kyle Kuzma, former Laker, baby. Oh, yeah. He played well.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma, 36 points. That was his flu game right there. He played well. The Hawks, they beat the Sixers at home. That's a great win right there, 104 to 95. Joel Embiid, 26 and 13, double-double right there. Clint Capella, 18 and 20 rebounds. That's impressive. Hawks win big. Hornets lose a heartbreaker in Miami, 112 to 117. Kelly Oubre, 29 and 7. Jimmy Butler, 35, 10 and 8. Classic Jimmy Butler game right there. But the Heat dismantle the Hornets.
Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets. Celtics destroy the Nuggets at the Garden, 131 to 112. Jokic 29 and 8. Tatum 34 and 8. Magic are magical and they destroy the Suns in Orlando. 114 to 97. Chris Paul didn't play. Cameron Payne 22 points. Wendell Carter 20 and 10. He played well. The Knicks beat the Pistons 121 to 112 at the Garden. Bojan Bogdanovic 25 points. R.J. Barrett said, "I'll do you one better." He had 30 points. The Jazz, they get stopped in D.C., and the Wizards win big, 121 to 112. THT 12 and 10, former Laker. Makes a lot of sense. Kristaps Porzingis 31 and 10 with a double-double. Celtics beat the Pistons in Detroit 117 to 108. Jason Tatum 43 points, 10 rebounds, double-double right there. Ooh, played well. Bojan Bogdanovic 28 points and 6 rebounds. Celtics are better. Raptors, they lose to the Pacers in Indiana 118 to 104. OG had 26. Buddy Hield had 22 and 8. Raptors win. Hawks can't hold on. Lose to the Sixers in Philadelphia 109-121. Hawks lose big time. DeJounte Murray had 23, 8 and 7. Joel Embiid said, "Give me this one. It's your time to lose." 42, 10 and 6. Joel Embiid, that's a my career game right there if I've ever seen one. Played phenomenal. Hornets, they get blown out. That's a shocker in Miami. 132 to 115. Terry Rozier, 22 and 6. Max Strus had 31. Thunder, they win in a low-scoring game at the Garden. 145 to 135. SGA, 37, 8 and 3. Cam Reddish, 26 and 4. Wolves, they win big in Cleveland, 129 to 124. D. Russ, 30 points, 11 assists. That's a vintage Laker performance right there. Doesn't matter because the Lakers sucked back then. And Darius Garland, hear this, 51 and 6. Darius Garland, one of the most underrated players in the league right now. Doesn't matter. Wolves beat the Cavs. Grizzlies, they lose to the Wiz in D.C., 102 to 92. Steven Adams, 12, 10 and 6. Kristaps Porzingis 25 and 6. Wizards win. Sixers, they remain strong and they beat the Jazz in Philadelphia 105 to 98. Malik Beasley 18, but story of the day, who else but Joel Embiid, 59 points, 11 rebounds and 8 assists, almost an all-time triple-double right there, playing like a monster. Nuggets, they beat the Bulls in Chicago, 126 to 103. MPJ had 31. Zach LaVine, 21. Zach LaVine sucks. Raptors, they squeak by the Pistons in Detroit, 115 to 111. Banton had 27 and 3 steals. I have no idea who that is. Ivy, 21 and 8 assists. Raptors win. Hornets win 112 to 105 against the Magic in Orlando. Seas, they beat the Thunder in Boston, 126 to 122. SGA had 37, 8 assists. Tatum, 27, 10, and 3 steals. Played well. Seas beat the hungry Thunder. The Suns lose a heartbreaker in Miami, Crimea River, 113 to 112. Devin Booker, 25, 8, and 3 steals. Bam Adebayo, 30 and 10. Bam Adebayo putting the team on his back lately. Hawks, they beat the Bucks in Milwaukee, a rare loss for the Bucks at home, 121 to 106. Clint Capella, 19 and 10. Future Clipper, baby. Marjan Beauchamp, 20 and 8. No idea who that is. Hawks win. Pacers, they beat the Hornets in Charlotte, 125 to 123. The Wolves, they blow out the Magic in Orlando, 126-108. Thunder beat the Wizards by 1 in D.C., 121 to 120. They steal a win there. SGA 42, 6 and 7. Kristaps Porzingis 27 and 9. Celtics, they blow out the Hawks in Atlanta, 126 to 101. Raptors, they beat the Heat in Toronto, 112 to 104. OG Anunoby had 32 and 10. Cavs lose big in Milwaukee, 113 to 98. DG, 23 and 8 assists. Brook Lopez, 29 and 3 blocks. Wizards, they beat the Heat in D.C. in overtime, 107 to 106. Kyle Lowry, vintage Raptor performance here, 24, 10, and 15. Triple-double right there. Kristaps Porzingis 20 and 17. He's been playing well. Cavs, they beat the Hornets in double overtime in Cleveland, 132 to 122. PJ Washington, 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Darius Garland, 41 points, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Cavs win big. Sixers, they beat the Bucks in Philadelphia, 110 to 102. Portis, 21 and 11. Embiid, 32, 11 and 8. Joel Embiid putting the team on his back as of late. Magic, they stunned the Bulls in Chicago, 108 to 107. Hawks win in overtime in Atlanta over the Raptors, 124 to 122. Scotty Barnes, almost a triple-double there. Pacers, they beat the Magic in Indiana, 114 to 113. Tyrese Halliburton, 22 points and 14 rebounds and 3 blocks as well. Wizards win in D.C. versus the Hornets, 106 to 102. Kyle Kuzma, once again, 28 points and 10 rebounds. The Nets beat the Grizzlies in Brooklyn, 127 to 115. KD, 26, 7 and 7. The Cavs beat the Heat in Cleveland, 113 to 87. Bam Adebayo, 21 points, 6 rebounds. Chetty Osman, 20 points and 12 rebounds. And that's going to do it for the games. And I did that all in one breath, so I'm going to breathe now.
Ooh.
Oh boy, that was something for sure. I'll do the standings right now if you want.
Yeah.
All right, standings. Number 1, Celtics, 13 and 3. 9-game winning streak for them. They are on fire, no question about it. They're in first place, unquestionably. Number 2, right behind them, the Bucks, 11 and 4, 1.5 games back, 6 and 4 in the last 10. So not the best, not the worst, but they're making it work. Third place, Atlanta Hawks, 10 and 6, 3 games back. They've won 1 game, and they're 6 and 4, just like the Bucks. Fourth place, the Cavs, same record, 10 and 6, 3 games back, 5 and 5 in the last 10. Okay. 5, surprise to everyone, Pacers, they're 9 and 6. 3.5 back, 8 and 2 in their last 10. So the Pacers, they're balling, no question about it. 4-game winning streak for them. They're right in the thick of it. Playing well. Number 6, Wizards, 10 and 7, 3.5 games back, 7 and 3 in the last 10, and they've won the past 2 games. So Wizards and Pacers both surprising everyone. 7th seed, Raptors, 9 and 8, 4.5 games back. They're 5 and 5 in the last 10. Raptors are kind of mid, kind of bland vanilla. 8th seed are the Sixers, 8 and 8, officially 500, and they are 6 and 4 in the last 10. So kind of mid, 5 games back for them. The 9th seed for them are the Brooklyn Nets. So the Nets starting to pick things up, 8 and 9, 5.5 games back. 6 and 4 in the last 10. Nets are starting to get it back together. 10th seed right behind them. Their little brothers, the Knicks, 8 and 9. Same record as them. 5.5 back, unsurprisingly. 5 and 5 in the last 10, but they are on a 2-game losing streak. Number 11, the Heat, 7 and 10. They are 6.5 back, so pretty disappointing. Hard to win without Jimmy Butler, your best player. However, that's always what I'm going to say. 5 and 5 in the last 10, and they've lost the last 3 games. The Bulls, they're in 12th place, 6 and 10, 7 games back, so not the greatest at all. They've lost the last 4 games. Bulls and Heat.
That is pretty disappointing.
Yeah, no. I don't think a lot of people expected the Pacers and the Wizards to be good, so they're taking their spot. 6 and 10. They got to step it up. 13th place are the Magic, 5 and 12 expected, 8.5 games back. They're 4 and 6 in the last 10. Hornets, 4 and 14. I thought they would be a little bit better, but not really. The Hornets kind of suck. 4 and 14, 10 games back. They lost the last 3 games, and they're 1 and 9 in the last 10. The Hornets suck. 15th spot are the Pistons, 3 and 15 and 11 games back. They've lost the last 7 games, and they are 1 and 9 in the last 10. Hornets and the Pistons both suck at basketball.
Hmm.
But everyone with a pulse knew that. Anyways,
Ooh.
um,
Oh,
you want
we
to
got through
do?
that.
We did get through that. You want to do the headlines, and then we can just talk about whatever.
Well, unfortunately, I may have to log
You may
off
have to log
because
off. All right, that's
yeah.
fine. That is fine. I'll just take it from here. I need a wild prediction before you head off.
All right. Um, Wild prediction. I'm gonna say this is my personal opinion, but the Lakers, since they are on a winning streak, I believe that they will get over 500 and they will be making either the play-in or the playoffs. They will not miss either of those.
Lakers will. Okay, all right. I respect that.
They will stay above 500.
Lakers will stay above.
They're
And
finally getting things along.
yeah, we'll see about that. Just wait. Just play the Clippers every day, and it won't be like that. But anyways, enjoy your
Okay.
dinner. Yeah, I'll try and finish this thing.
All right.
I don't think I'll stay alive for it because it's way too much.
All right, for sure. All right.
Alrighty, peace
Catch you later,
out,
Andrew.
Brody.
Peace.
Yeah. Anyways, my buddy, he is gone. Other than that, though, let's just keep it going on. Cam Johnson torn meniscus. He will miss 1 to 2 months, and Jay Crowder refuses to play for Phoenix. So, not the best by any means for the Suns. You know, they need those role players. Cam Johnson, in my opinion, a much better basketball player than Jay Crowder. He's a lot younger. Better skill set. He's a good shooter too. Couldn't miss against the Clippers. Yeah, without Cam Johnson and without Jay Crowder, Suns are in a rough spot, and I think that's why they're losing games. Dwight Howard, he's signing in Taiwan, and guess what? He is destroying in Taiwan. Uh, Dwight Howard so far playing really well for whatever. I don't even know what the Taiwanese team name is. Let's see this. 38 points, 25 rebounds, and 9 assists. Dwight Howard is a baller. He's still got it left in the tank. He's playing well. Jack Vaughn is the head coach. Ime Udoka will not be the head coach for the Nets. Personally, what do I think about this move? I think it's kind of working because he's been with the organization. Ime Udoka coached the Celtics last year. Different coaching philosophies for sure, but personally, I think your greatest weapons are what you already have, and Jack Vaughn, decent coach. I think the Nets will be just fine without Udoka. Several teams they want Russell Westbrook now. Russ solid 13, 10 points every single game. Who doesn't want that, right? He's athletic. He's still got it left in the tank. Not what he once was, but he'll give you points. I think teams are really seeing that he's accepting his role on the bench, and I think a lot of teams would benefit from a Russell Westbrook on your bench. Crazy to say that actually is coming out of my mouth, especially I wouldn't think that would be true at all. Like 5 years ago, for sure. Teams are willing to trade for Shea Gilgeous Alexander now. I think he's a little frustrated for sure. The Thunder, they're supposed to be sucking now, but the Thunder are kind of playing well. I think he just wants to go to a contender. Personally, I could see the Raptors trading for him. Either the Raptors or I don't know. I want to say the Pelicans because they're nice, but also maybe the Mavericks. I don't know. They could try Christian Wood, a couple other players. It's going to be tough, but I could see SGA coming, leaving the Cleveland Thunder. DeMarcus Cousins says he's down to come back to the Kings. I really want this because I'm nostalgic, like 2017. Boogie Cousins coming back. Kings are playing well. You add a center, backup center off the bench like Boogie Cousins. He's got all the packages you really want in a center. You know, he's big. He plays rough. He'll get you boards. He's got a mouth. Trash talking. I think he's learned. He's not as immature as he once was, but you know he'll play well for sure. No question. I want to see this happen. Yeah, could happen for sure. Clippers, they want Miles Turner. I want Miles Turner so bad. Miles Turner, best stretch of basketball in his career. Unquestionably, Miles Turner. This man's playing really well. Let's see. I think best stretch of his career. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, most points, most rebounds, most assists, almost most assists, most almost most blocks, very close. Yeah, Miles Turner, best season of his career so far. Clippers, they need a solid certified big man, like a traditional big man who blocks shots, puts up points, puts up rebounds. Zubac is great and all, but I just want like that traditional Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, that type of center. Miles Turner definitely isn't that type of player, but he looks like one. He plays like one. He doesn't perform like one, but still, you give me Miles Turner, I'll give you Robert Covington, I'll give you Luke Kennard, couple other players if you want, and yeah, Clippers. You have a roster like John Wall. You got John Wall, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and then you got Batum, and then you got Miles Turner. That's a finals team right there. If I've ever seen one, and yeah, I would love that. Clippers need to make it happen. Wiseman gets sent to the G League. Wiseman's a bust. Next topic: Kawhi Leonard. He returns after what, like 3 weeks. Listen, I'm all for it. I think it's great that he's resting. Clippers were fine without him. I think now that Kawhi is coming back, Clippers expect some close wins and expect some big blowouts because the Clippers, they're going to start winning. No question about it. Kyrie, he returns after saying some bad stuff. Kyrie, Nets, they get him back at the right time. Nets are starting to gel. Good for him. Harden, he's set to return in a few weeks. Harden, lower body injury. Sucks to see him get out. Sixers have been fine without him, just like the Nets and the Clippers without their star players. Overall, though, good for them. They need Harden because before he was balling like 30 points, vintage Harden for the Sixers before he was shut down. John Collins and Tobias Harris both available for trade. I could see John Collins. John Collins not really playing too hot as of late. John Collins, it's one of those players, you thought he was going to be good a few years ago now, and it's about time to start showing results, and he's not showing results. So I can see it happening. John Collins puts up a solid double-double. Who doesn't like that, right? Yeah. And then Tobias Harris, available for trade. I could see it happening too. Tobias Harris, just like John Collins, both putting up double-doubles, basically. Yeah. Tough to see, but realistically, it's probably going to happen. Tyrese Maxey is shut down for a month. Cade Cunningham is also out for a bit. And Ja suffered a left ankle sprain. Really tough for all three of them. Toughest for one, if I had to narrow it down, I would say Ja Morant because heart and soul, the Grizzlies are right there. Grit and grind, no question about it. You lose a star player like that, it's hard, really hard to compete. And the Grizzlies, they're in a tight Western Conference. The record says they're 10-7. Expect some losses for the Grizzlies because not really what you want to see from a team who's supposed to make a deep playoff run and then lost Ja Morant in the playoffs. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Derrick Rose, sadly, but that's just the way it is. You have athletic point guards doing all sorts of things. It's bound players are bound to get injured, especially them. Um, yeah. Other than that, I think that'll do it for this episode of Half Court Headlines. Literally, I spoke for probably like 45 minutes. Yeah, fun times were had. We talked games, we talked standings, we argued a bit. Yeah, fun stuff. I don't think it's gonna be 3 weeks until the next episode, but I do think it'll be like 2 weeks because I'm on Thanksgiving break this week, and then next week, um, I got nothing. So yeah, we'll probably do it then. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and yeah, let's go Clippers. Alrighty, I will see you guys around. Peace out, and have a very safe Thanksgiving break. Thanks, y'all, and see you later.